So, just felt like it'd be a good time to check in. I was driving by this rock formation and I can't really see how beautiful the desert looks right now, but I'm in a liminal space. Driving through the desert, and I thought, I really need to communicate with my community more. And the reason that I don't is because I hate this process of like recording a video and going through the upload and writing under it what the video's about. But I don't know, I just had this moment of thinking, screw it, just put it up. It's so coming out of this last Burning Man, it was a doozy. It was a real rough one. I got a slight concussion. It's a little, thankfully not bad enough to be, particularly dangerous. I've been healing, continuing to feel better every day, feeling more energy, and ended up connecting with some folks out here in Lake Arrowhead to dog sit. And it was exactly what I needed. I needed some alone time. Originally, my plan after Burning Man was to stay in Gerlach for 2 or 3 months and focus on writing. And my biggest worry was that I would finally be in that isolated space and I would immediately have writer's block. And that has kind of happened. It's only been like 4 days. But yeah, coming out of Burning Man, then I was in Vegas for a little bit and just putting stuff in storage and wanted to get set up so that I could really focus on writing and be solo. And then, Vegas ended up, Vegas happened, which is funny because the whole time that I was living there for almost, 8 months or something, I barely went out. I was super isolated and solo and just sitting at coffee shops working. I think I went out really went out in Vegas twice. My dad died in March. That brought up a lot of emotions and stuff with family, things to deal with. And this is where I'm at right now. Yes, I didn't really get to fully experience Vegas the way they say you do. And yeah, so then anyway, after Burning Man, stopped by in Vegas, and immediately after came out here to Lake Arrowhead. And it's been exactly what I needed. It's been super solo. It's just been me and this incredibly sweet husky, spending a lot of time in nature, meditating a lot, crying a bunch, releasing apparently a lot of stuff. I never thought that a little knock on the noggin would be that useful for meditation practice. But it turns out it is, because it definitely got me out of my head a bit. I'm thinking less, I'm writing more, and then I'm just having more times throughout the day where I sit down and I get to fully lose myself in the meditative process. So it's a lot of what's going on right now. Next, my plan is potentially, I'll be here for another couple of weeks probably. And then afterwards, I may end up in Northern California. Haven't fully committed yet to the next stop, but one of the things that I've been accepting is that I really do thrive when I'm on the road, when I'm moving and I'm exploring, and I feel, and it's gonna come out of my mouth, and it sounds to me even ridiculous, as I'm saying it, but I'm just gonna say it. I feel drawn to connecting deeply with as wide a variety of experiences and people as I can on this planet. That's what I I've always felt drawn and called to it since I was little. I just never said it. And then the road for this kind of like semi-nomadic approach to living opened up when I went to Orange County to take care of my dad a little bit. I was living in Pasadena and I was incredibly happy. I was nested. My room was decorated. I loved the house that I shared with my dear friends. I was incredibly happy. And then my dad, this was a couple of years ago, my dad started falling. And my brother suggested, hey, you know, why don't you like move in with the old man in Orange County for a little bit? And then, you know, you can save some money and it would be a huge help to us until, you know, we can bring him down to San Diego or something, right? That was the plan. And then, so I did that. I purged most of my things and gave up my spot that I was super happy at in LA and went to Orange County and like went there, rolled up my sleeves, like ready to get the old man packed up and get him to San Diego. Like, this is what I'm gonna do as the son who does not have kids. That'll be the way that I can serve. And then, as soon as I got there, I was like, yeah, this guy's not budging. He has no interest in moving. So I was like, all right, well, I've already purged a bunch of my things. You know, I don't have, I'm lighter and more nimble. I'm working in San Diego. I'm popping back and forth to LA. Screw it. Why don't we go explore some other cities a little bit? So I started doing that. I started popping around to different cities and spending like 3 weeks, a month or so. Spent some time in Austin. I was in the Bay Area for a bunch. Ended up in Vegas. Oh my God, this dog keeps putting the leash around herself. I ended up in Vegas, and that's how I ended up actually seeing Vegas as the next spot to drop anchor. So anyway, moved there. The old man kicked the bucket in March. And there's quite a bit, of course, of grief to explore, a lot of energy to explore, a lot on that. And that different video, I'll talk about that. But yeah, and then one thing led to another, and I had multiple gigs pop up in Southern California. So put my stuff in storage in, so I have my, you know, Vegas, I have places available, but like basically in order to stay anchored in Vegas, if I was gonna like live there full time, I would need to show, you know, local income, get a local job there, be making way more money as a photographer, and I don't think it's quite there. So I decided to pull the anchor back up, go to Burning Man, and then from Burning Man, I was like, I'm just gonna go stay in Gerlach and write for a bit. And the place in Gerlach ended up falling through. It had like electrical issues. So yeah, ended up here in Lake Arrowhead, talking to you people on a phone, sunset. Hey pup, hey pup. This is Queenie. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know, I seem to yes, we're gonna go. I seem to have like a 3-month itch, and I'm embracing it more. And next year, I really want to be traveling more of the world. This year, I think I'm gonna explore some more of the country while I can. It's getting wild out there, man. Yeah, and I don't know. The project is like coming into focus, but I do, like I said earlier, I feel called to connect deeply with as many different experiences and people and subcultures as possible, and I feel uniquely positioned to do that because I don't know, it's where my heart sings. The next project in my notebooks, I'm calling it The Entire Ocean. And it's another Rumi reference. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. The world is getting weirder, and it's harder to know what's real. And I think it might be becoming more important than it has ever been to really be able to trust who we're hearing these stories from. So I want to go tell more of these stories using photography, writing, this, I don't know. That's what's looking like next. Anyway, this is my long, meandering check-in. Sun is gone. I'm gonna go get some ice cream. And then tomorrow I'm fasting for 36 hours. So I'm gonna have like an ice cream as my last thing. Oh yeah, this is Queenie. Say hi, Queenie. Woo! Woo! Queenie, say hi. Yeah. All right. Love you all. Ciao.